Despite Deontay Wilder's defeat to Joseph Parker, Anthony Joshua expressed admiration for the American fighter. What surprised many was Joshua's continued interest in facing Wilder, persistently calling him out.
The main thing has been Joshua, me and Joshua. Like, that's still a huge fight that people have a lot of high interest in. If things go as planned, or he continue to fight, I continue to fight, we must face each other, you know what I mean?
When asked if he's disappointed that Wilder isn't the next opponent, Joshua emphasized Wilder's capacity for resurgence and didn't dismiss the possibility of facing him in the future. Joshua's remarks about last night's match portrayed respect for Wilder as a fallen warrior. Anthony Joshua had a long-standing desire to face Deontay Wilder, and both fighters had been vocal about arranging this bout for the upcoming year. The highly anticipated showdown in Saudi Arabia was the perfect opportunity for these two fighters. However, there was a simple condition. Both Joshua and Wilder needed to win their respective final fights of 2023 against Sweden's Otto Wallin and New Zealand's Joseph Parker, respectively. As the moment approached for them to step into the Kingdom Arena ring, Anthony Joshua witnessed his aspirations for the lucrative fight with Wilder seemingly fade away when Wilder suffered a clear defeat to Parker. In contrast, Joshua avoided Wilder's misfortune by dominating Wallin for 5 rounds before Wallin's corner decided to halt the bout. Anthony Joshua faced Otto Wallin, securing a victory. It's uncertain whether he secured a knockout or won on points, but I anticipate Joshua emerging victorious in that bout. Throughout the fight, Wallin struggled to make an impact, finding it challenging to overcome Joshua's jab and right hand to mount any significant offense. To his credit, Joshua appeared to revert to his more aggressive fighting style from earlier years. Employing powerful shots, he consistently pushed Wallin onto the defensive throughout the match. In the 5th round, Joshua connected with a substantial right hand, followed by a left hook that sent Wallin stumbling. Joshua attempted to capitalize on this by unleashing heavy punches to force a stoppage, yet Wallin managed to endure until the bell. Wallin appeared unsteady as he returned to his corner, and within moments, his corner decided to call off the fight, granting Joshua a 5th-round TKO victory. Anthony Joshua's triumph wasn't merely a victory within the ring. It served as a strategic move in the intricate landscape of heavyweight boxing. This win positioned Joshua to openly challenge Deontay Wilder, a rival with whom he shares a complex and storied history. This call-out holds significant weight, especially considering the ongoing narrative suggesting Joshua had been avoiding a showdown with Wilder. Immediately following his victory, Joshua addressed the situation head-on. He stated, "I wasn't focused on Wilder's loss. I was concentrating on my own performance. I knew how crucial this fight was for me. I heard about Deontay's loss, but I'm certain he'll bounce back. Despite everything he said about me, I could retaliate right now, but I'll choose the higher ground." Despite Deontay Wilder's recent loss to Parker, Joshua's challenge stands as a bold declaration, showcasing his readiness to confront a fighter who remains a significant force in the heavyweight division. Joshua didn't outright dismiss the possibility of a 2024 bout with Wilder, especially with WBC champion Tyson Fury and unified WBO, WBA, and IBF champion Alexander Usyk likely occupied with each other for the upcoming year. Referring to Daniel Dubois's performance, Joshua commented that Dubois had made a comeback and expressed the belief that one can accomplish anything with determination. He mentioned Dubois's potential to rebound and continue fighting, emphasizing it as Dubois's decision. Joshua conveyed his certainty that there's ongoing interest in seeing the fight, mentioning that although Wilder faced a setback, he will recover. He also suggested the possibility of a future face-off between himself and Wilder, stating they could arrange it. Joshua expressed his confidence in being a significant threat and maintained his view of Wilder as a strong opponent capable of attracting a large audience. His performance against Wallin showcased Joshua's skill, resilience, and strategic expertise in the high-stakes realm of heavyweight boxing. Every match in this arena holds significant importance, and Joshua's display served as a reminder of his elite status in the sport. This victory played a crucial role in paving the way for his call-out to Wilder, solidifying Joshua's standing as a prominent figure in the division. The challenge posed by Joshua to Wilder carries profound implications for heavyweight boxing. A potential showdown between these colossal figures wouldn't just be a massive event. It would mark a pivotal moment in the sport's history. It would unite two exceptionally charismatic and powerful fighters, each with their own compelling narrative and dedicated fan base. Such a fight would become a test of skill, strength, and determination, offering an opportunity to witness how these two fighters measure up against each other on the grand stage. Joshua's recent comments regarding Wilder's potential comeback post his loss to Parker have sparked speculation about his willingness to face the American boxer in 2024. AJ had previously emphasized that for a bout to materialize between them, Wilder needed to triumph over Joseph Parker. He expressed during his pre-fight conference that without Saturday night's victory, there wouldn't be a future for their potential fight in the ring next year. Addressing the situation, Joshua stated, "I've emphasized all week that my primary focus is the fight. Whatever unfolds in the ring is where my dedication lies. Securing this win is crucial. If my prayers are answered, I'll emerge victorious. I've been focused and earnestly praying, and I'm committed to following the path that God has laid out for me. It's not merely prayer, I'm backing it up with action." Having fulfilled his part by securing the win, the question now looms as to whether Joshua will indeed be open to facing Wilder in 2024. In a post-fight interview, Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua's promoter, discussed the repercussions of Wilder's loss and how it might affect the potential Wilder versus Joshua bout scheduled for next year. Hearn's remarks shed light on the continuously evolving landscape of heavyweight boxing and the consequences of Wilder's defeat on one of the division's most highly anticipated matchups. Hearn shared his thoughts on Deontay Wilder's performance against Joseph Parker, noting that Wilder appeared to struggle significantly throughout the fight and failed to secure rounds convincingly. Hearn found it peculiar that Wilder seemed optimistic, raising his hands as if expecting a favorable decision when the referee announced the verdict. This observation by Hearn underscores the unexpected nature of Wilder's performance, which significantly diverged from his usual dominant style. "We had actually finalized the Wilder contract. It was all set to be officially announced tonight. But you know how boxing is. It's unpredictable. We were confident about our chances in that bout," said Hearn. The most significant revelation from Hearn was that a contract for the Wilder versus Joshua fight had been signed and was poised to be unveiled that evening. This detail highlights the immense anticipation and meticulous preparation that had been invested in bringing this heavyweight showdown to fruition. However, Wilder's loss to Parker drastically altered the circumstances, as Hearn acknowledged the existence of the signed contract and the subsequent disruption of their plans. Wilder's defeat serves as a stark reminder of boxing's unpredictability, where the outcome of a single fight can significantly alter the trajectories of multiple fighters' careers. Despite the setback in the Wilder versus Joshua matchup, Hearn stressed the importance of concentrating on what they have control over. He commended Anthony Joshua's performance on the same night, highlighting that Joshua's remarkable display had made a resounding statement within the heavyweight division. Hearn's comments underscore his forward-thinking approach, focusing on the opportunities and hurdles ahead for Joshua instead of lingering on the missed chance with the Wilder fight. Following Wilder's loss to Parker, it seems that a potential bout between AJ and Parker could be in the cards for 2024. This change in focus highlights the dynamic nature of the sport, where matchups swiftly evolve based on results and opportunities. This moment is pivotal, signifying mutual respect and sportsmanship between two top-tier athletes. During their brief exchange, Joshua congratulated Parker on his win, acknowledging his dedication and commitment. This interaction holds more significance than a mere polite gesture. It sets the groundwork for a potential rematch between the two fighters. Joshua and Parker previously clashed in 2018, with Joshua emerging victorious. A rematch between them in 2024 would mark a significant event in the heavyweight division. In their initial clash, they contested for the unified WBA Super IBF, WBO, and IBO heavyweight titles, with Joshua securing a unanimous decision victory. Since that bout, both fighters have progressed, encountered setbacks, and attained new triumphs, making a rematch an enticing prospect for fans and analysts. Another potential challenger for AJ is Andy Ruiz Jr., the former heavyweight champion. Recently, Ruiz shared his thoughts on the current landscape of heavyweight boxing, including his reaction to Deontay Wilder's loss and his interest in a trilogy fight with Anthony Joshua. Expressing his desire for a rematch, Ruiz hoped for a trilogy bout with Joshua. He also offered his perspective on Joshua's recent win over Otto Wallin, implying that Wallin lacked the necessary skills and game plan to effectively challenge Joshua. Ruiz suggested that a fighter like himself, possessing greater skill and a stronger determination to win, would present a more compelling challenge to Joshua. His plea for a trilogy fight with Joshua originates from their intertwined history, notably Ruiz's famous upset over Joshua in their initial bout, followed by his loss in the rematch. A third encounter between them wouldn't just resolve their rivalry, but also present Ruiz with an opportunity to reclaim his position at the summit of the heavyweight division. Expressing his sentiments, Ruiz stated, "I wish it had been me fighting him. Hopefully we get the trilogy, but if not, he might take another path. Do you still desire that fight with AJ? Of course. If not, there's always Joseph Parker." Ruiz also shared his reaction to Deontay Wilder's loss to Joseph Parker, revealing his support for Parker and his delight in Parker's victory. His backing for Parker seemed to be driven by a personal aspiration to be the one to defeat Wilder. He conveyed a feeling of regret, wishing he had the opportunity to be the fighter who could have handed Wilder a defeat. With the Wilder versus Joshua matchup no longer relevant due to recent developments, the potential Joshua versus Parker fight takes on added importance. The boxing community had eagerly awaited a showdown between Joshua and Wilder, but circumstances, including Wilder's recent loss, have made this bout less feasible. Consequently, attention now turns toward other engaging matchups, such as those involving Joseph Parker and Andy Ruiz, which bring forth new storylines and challenges for the fighters in question. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.